Okay, this is Mike Franklin, the property tax guy, and I'm going to review this story that I wrote for the ThousandIslandsLife.com regarding the ramifications of COVID-19 and high water on on property taxes for the 2020 grievance period. Basically, the questions that were raised that I'm going to answer is what happens with the COVID-19 property tax grievance? Will the property taxes have to be paid on time? Everybody, the government gave 2 months to file your income taxes, but do you have to pay your school taxes on time? No response from the state as yet, but the bottom line is so far, the answer is it has to be paid on time per normal. That could change, but that's where we're at this time. If that changes, I will post a comment at the bottom of this story when I know differently. Will there be reductions for those who can't come to the river as they are following New York State or their state's directions? Don't travel to cottage country. So far, nothing from the state. The answer is no. Your taxes will be per normal. Nothing has changed. Can I have a session with the assessor? The towns are closed at this point as of 4/16/2020. Your best bet, from my experience, is to email the assessor. Get your materials together, your pictures, your sales, comparable sales, comparable properties that have not sold. Get your information and your argument together and email it to the assessor and try to resolve it over the telephone. Will the Board of Assessment hearings take place? Right now, they're going to find a way to do it through social distancing. Either 6-foot separation in the town hall, or through some sort of teleconference. But my understanding so far is that everything is on schedule, and they're likely to maintain the schedule because there's a whole series of steps, and if you delay one, it'll delay the rest and throw the whole thing out of because the next year will come, and then it throws the schedule off for the next year. So I doubt any of the dates will change, but if they do, I will post them in the comment section at the bottom of this page when I find out. But I think everything will be on time. It'll just be done with social distancing, or on the phone, or through some sort of teleconference like FaceTime or Zoom or WhatsApp or something like that. Will there be small claims assessment review hearings? Same thing. Those will be easier to do social distancing wise than the bar hearings, because the bar is before a panel of 5, and there'll be more people doing it, and they tend to have people wait in line to do them, and so that's not a really practical way of doing social distancing. But when you have a small claims assessment review, it's just the assessor, the hearing officer, and the property owner, and perhaps our representative. You should be able to do social distancing with that. So I don't see any changes with that. If anything, it can be done over the phone. I, as a hearing officer, would have no problem doing it via phone or through some sort of video conference. It's not a problem. So I expect that to be on time. The SCAR hearings tend to be the end of August, early September. We'll see what happens between now and then, but as of this time, it's on schedule. And if it changes, I'll comment at the bottom of this page. What impact does high water have on grievance? Basically, it doesn't have any impact, because different properties are impacted more and less, depending on their circumstance. So the assessors are suggesting take a lot of photos, document the situation, and put your data together and email them and talk to them on the phone, and those will be handled on a case-by-case basis. Some people, their dock might be underwater. Some people, their house and dock might be underwater. Some people, the water's high, but it's not impacting anything. It's a case by case basis. So just talk to the assessor. Take a lot of pictures so that you can demonstrate exactly what's going on with your situation. Simple as that, really. Just take pictures. Can you get a reduction for last year's? It's all based on the assessment date set by the taxing authority, whatever the status of the property was on the assessment date. So check with the assessor as to the exact date in your township. That the valuation is based on. Let me see here. Is there I provided here an example of, as a hearing officer, how I handled a high water case in the past, and you can read that. Will the state legal action to IJC make a difference? Apparently, that's going to take some time, and again, it'll likely be a case by case basis. Take pictures, talk to the assessor. Simple as that. Let me see, grievance process during COVID. There's just going to be social separation. I expect everything to be on schedule. In this story, I provide the instructions for going to the Board of Assessment Review. So this is to the state website link. And here's the instructions that they have there. Oops. Okay, got to scroll back down. And then here's the actual form, the RP 524, which is the state form. And you can just click that, fill it out, and print it, and sign it, and send it to the email to the assessor or the Board of Assessment Review. And if you go to the SCAR hearings, these are the instructions. This is the form. And that's about all there is to this story. And if you have any questions, you can give me a call. My name is Mike Franklin. My website is, my contact information is right here at the bottom of the story. Michael R. Franklin, the property tax guy. You click on that. And here's my website, and it reviews all the services that I provide as a property tax advocate. And you can see case examples. I have a YouTube channel describing interaction with the assessor, interaction with the Board of Assessment Review, interaction with the small claims assessment review process, links to the forms, case examples. I have a flow chart of the process here, and this tab is my the services that I offer. Again, this is Mike Franklin, the property tax guy, thepropertytaxguy.com. Call anytime if you have questions. Thank you very much.